Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I finally have a new tote bag giveaway. I'm telling you what a time I had with that tote. Yesterday, it was so bad. It's all minor issues, but it was just one thing after another. And I was so exhausted and just like, can I please ever finish this tote bag? First, I wasn't thrilled with the colors of the fabric that I picked. And I had posted a picture on Facebook just showing you guys a sneak peek of the fabrics that I picked to make it. And I was like, not really impressed with that. But I knew whenever you put the Crazy Quilt blocks together that they look great once they're made. So I says, I'm just going to go with it. And then I was anxious to try my new twin needle. I haven't sewn with a twin needle. It's a double needle, so it sews with two threads at once. And I finally found one at Martin's, and I thought I'm going to use that to do my decorative stitching and also to stitch around the bag because I like to do double seams all around the bag, and instead of having to go around twice with a double needle, I only had to go around once. Double needle, oh my goodness. What tension, didn't know, had to look it up on the internet. What thread, didn't know, had to look it up. No matter what I tried, the tension seemed wrong. The threads wanted to break. I mean, it was just like, oh my goodness. So I started doing the decorative stitching and I wasn't happy with it. And I said, I don't care. At this point, I can't quit. The majority of the bag is done. I've got to move forward. And I thought, I bought some pretty buttons that I'm going to add. And I wanted to sew decorative buttons on it and a little bit of lace, a little bit of ribbon, really try to make it look like the Crazy Quilt bag that it's supposed to be. So I said, I'm not going to worry about the stitching because the buttons will pretty it up. You know how long it takes to sew buttons on? First, I started with buttons and beads, and I could not get the beads to lay the way I wanted. I was so discouraged, I took all the beads off. Then I said, okay, I'll do just buttons. After a while, I was like, if I want to do what I envision in my head, this is going to take me a week. So I took the buttons off. So I thought, all right, it's just going to have to be a plain tote. So I moved forward, I marched on, and I started putting the tote together, and I was having such a hard time. Then we came to the lining, and I picked a fabric that I thought was cool and funky and quite appropriate for a tote bag for a girl. Got little shoes and purses and stuff on it, and it has a slight bit of stretch. I thought, I can handle this. I cut the fabric to size. And for some reason, no matter what I did, it just did not want to go. So I had to end up taking it apart with a seam ripper and the strongest glasses I had. And I'm like looking like this close. And I was so hot. Ripped that apart, tried to sew it again, made some little bunches, which I'm very unhappy with. It was one thing after another. So I said, the heck with it. It's going to have these little bunches, this little bad sewing proof that I'm not perfect. And I went with it. I was glad. I said, it's done. And then I remembered that I completely forgot to put pockets in the tote. There was no way I was ripping it apart to do that. So it's a big tote without pockets, and I love side pockets because it holds the little things that you want to grab quick. I tried to edit to get it posted last night, and the editing was a nightmare. I'm almost thinking that something about the fabric is like, maybe there's a fabric that I picked out that's possessed or something. I don't know. It was just a hard time. Last night, I was just fit to be tied. Today, I feel great. I'm in a good mood. I'm in love with the tote again. Where is that baby? And I'm going to show it to you right now. I want to tell you the size first. It is 17 wide, 14 deep, and it's a 42-inch strap. And I am happy. I really am happy the way that the colors came out and the combination of fabrics. Now, because I was having such a hard time with the decorative stitching, instead of stitching on every seam where the fabrics join, I just did an all-around kind of stitching, which in the way I like better because it shows up more, but I just wasn't happy with it. Okay, here she is. It is like this on one side, and this on the other. Whoops. And you'll see some close-ups of the stitching at the end of this video. Please do watch till the very end because there's just a 3-minute video of you seeing how I put the whole thing together. Now I'm going to show you the lining. See, I just love this print. It's so girly. It's purses and shoes and boots and stuff. And even though it's not a print that matches anything on the outside, the colors actually go quite nice because I have some of the yellow and the gold and the purples and greens inside. I hope you like it, even though it was a P-I-T-A, pain in the you-know-what. It needs to go to a good home, somebody who will be nice and calm because it heard some naughty words. I worry that I caused it to have an inferiority complex. So be nice and gentle to this bag. Maybe it's best if you don't own any other tote bags, so this one will feel special. The rules are easy and they're in the... That was my phone face. The rules are easy, they're in the post. It's basically, I'm gonna have you do the same thing, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I keep pushing that for now, till I can come up with something a little bit more creative. Oh, and I did want to mention that it's still well made. I mean, it might not have the prettiest stitching and all, but let me see if I can show you something. Yeah, see how, I don't know, I'm just not thrilled with it. But it still can perform its duties as a tote bag. It will tote stuff for you, no problem. I still have the oh, that's right, one of the handles is a little crooked too. See how it's off to the side a little bit? Oh my God, it's like... It was just one of those days. You can throw it in the washer and dryer, all that stuff. So I hope it finds a good home. If you like it, I hope you win. So that's it. I'm going to say bye-bye and thank you. And you can watch the 3-minute video that's coming up that will show you how I put this baby together without showing you all the parts where I was screaming and crying and pulling out my hair. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enter the giveaway. Good luck. Bye. Didn't even mention the link for this giveaway is down below in the info box below this video, or you can just go to darlenemichaud.com and you'll find it in the sidebar.